Yo, 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 what's going on, everyone? Welcome into the Rock Show. How are we doing? It's Friday night. Friday. How we all doing? Look, we got a bunch of new stuff. Starting off with this song. Pretty Girl by Electric Dream Machine. Brand new one just dropped recently, so check that out. Yeah. Yeah. What's everyone been up to? What you got? What you got going on? What's everyone into? How was everyone's week? How was your day? Oh, by the way, happy Judgment Day for those of us Terminator fans. You know what I'm talking about. Go ahead and open this up. looking for something to see if I could try to share with the wife, but I'm having a hard time finding it right now. Should have shared it when I had the chance, but I got distracted. We don't need that over there. No. You don't need that over there. You come back over here. There we go. You over there. There you go. That's where you belong. Now, I need to make sure that I get rid of the cheer alerts over here, because if I don't, we're going to have problems. There we go. Okay. But yeah, so chat, we got a bunch of new things. Number one, if you weren't here on Wednesday, or was it Thursday, excuse me, I pulled the trigger and we've launched Tangia. Actually, I think that was Wednesday. I don't remember. But yeah, we launched Tangia on the channel. You can Tangia, if you guys have never seen Tangia before, it is a soundboard. It is a visual additive to the stream if you want to go ahead and do things like that. You can cheer bits to activate these, and if you do end up cheering bits, the any monetary gains that I get from the interactions through Tangia will be going back into the campaigns that we're raising awareness for. So there is that. However, if you want to go ahead and avoid that entire aspect, which I would prefer, my suggestion would instead be use our brand new Tangia linked charity donation. There we go. Right there it is. That link right there will provide you with a way to donate to our cause through Tiltify and get virtual coin that you can use over on Tangia, kind of like what you could do with with crowd control. You could do the same thing now with Tangia. So if you'd like to go ahead and have some interactions with the stream, there you go. And if you guys hadn't seen, I'm sure you've probably seen this if you've been a frequent visitor to Chef Steve's channel. You might remember this one. You might remember this one here.
Now look,
I'm just playing this one for free.
Have an understanding. Now what? Brother, what a way to run a railroad. Now, as I was saying...
What are you doing, Daffy? I still think that they need to add some Tasmanian Devil and some Elmer and Bugs, or Bugs and Daffy, or even some Foghorn Leghorn and the dog. You know, just different things that we can go ahead and have some fun with. That's just me. But yeah, so if you guys would like to go and do any of that kind of stuff, the extension is down below. If you're on mobile, I'm sure there's a way you can access the extension on mobile. I hadn't figured that one out yet. We could try to do that while we're on stream, but my main focus tonight is we're gonna keep on working on our project. So, excuse me. And tonight's the section of tonight's project isn't gonna be terribly hard because this is honestly a quick in and out for the sections that we're working on. When I say quick in and out, I really don't mean a really quick in and out. This is definitely going to be a better overall kind of doohickey. So, but yeah.
Well, it looks like Sweetie Puss gets stuck for dinner after all, don't it?
I don't think I've seen this one. Oh.
Tree, the village Smithy's plans. The Smith mighty the man is same as strong and slim.
Oh my god. Anyways, again, we've got the Tangia that's now active. We have new bit notifications. So if you guys do end up sharing bits directly to me, you'll see them pop up on the screen. Here, I've got 2 bits I can go ahead and spare right now. Let me just go ahead and do these 2 bits right now for you. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Bits. I don't want to buy bits. Cheer 2. We'll just do it that way. Why is it not working? Oh, I can't cheer on my own channel? That's some bullshit. Chat, that's bullshit. Hey, Brock Otter, what's up, buddy? How you doing? That's some bullshit. You can't cheer on your own channel? What kind of world is this coming to? Sorry, you can't launder your own money. Damn it. Not doing too bad. Oh my goodness. So we're going on this kind of wild ride already. Okay. Oh my goodness. Well, yeah, Brock, I'm doing good, bud. A little bit of a headache, but I'm just trying to go ahead and get the Aleve to run through the system before I do much of anything else. I ended up getting a new screen protector for my phone. The other one I was using, I dropped it and scratched it just barely. And where it scratched, it was kind of on the side, and that just kind of took off. So, personally speaking, they're not terrible. This worked pretty good for six months. But again, it was 6 months. I would just say avoid these kind of screen protectors. Go with the tempered glass ones. A little bit more dangerous if they do end up breaking, or you have to do things with it. But you know, at the very least, it's gonna protect the phone a little bit better. So yeah. I dropped the phone. I don't remember how or when I dropped it, but I dropped it, and it caused a little bit of a tear. And that thing's it's been kind of okay for the last week, and then just out of the last couple days, there's a tear. And I ended up going ahead and breaking that tear off, thinking that was all I needed to go ahead and worry about. No, there was another tear that ripped up through. And it caused the opposite sides of the tear to start curling in on itself. And I'm just like, all right, I'm done. I'll pay the $14 all together for that was the like $12 plus shipping, or not even shipping, tax, I should say. And I'll just go ahead and get it here today. Pay the additional $2, so $16 altogether, I think is what I paid. But I got a tempered glass thing, so that'll work. That will work. Yeah, I honestly don't remember how I dropped it. I don't remember if it was one of those things where I had my hands full and I went to grab my keys out of my one hand and dropped the phone that way, or yeah, it's hard telling how I dropped it, but it's still working, and that's what counts. So I almost went ahead and before the new tempered glass screen protector got here, I almost went ahead and just pulled the old one off and decided to go without it for a couple hours. I'm like, nah, I know that as soon as I do that, I'm gonna drop and break it. So on the plus side, I would have had, I would have probably needed to get a new phone. The downside is I really don't need a new phone yet. I've had this thing for 5 years. It hasn't slowed down. I may have at one point run out of a little bit of room as far as pictures are concerned and whatnot. But you go in, you get rid of things that you don't want anymore, and that fixes that. So, Samsung Galaxy S20 Note Ultra, the 5G version. Like I said, it's 5 years old. Almost 6 years coming up here. But yeah, 5 years and still running strong. And the reason why it's still running strong, I didn't try to jailbreak it, and I didn't try to loading any other kind of software on it that it shouldn't be loading on it. The only thing from outside of the from the store that I've loaded on this thing, if I've even loaded that on this thing, might have been an ebook. I've got the entire Lord of the Rings series, some Doctor Who series of books, the 007 series of books, let's see, the Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, there was something else I had loaded up there too, and I can't remember. Oh yeah, the Star Wars Extended Universe series of books. The one where where everything was already laid out for Disney when they took over from from George Lucas. All they had to do was follow essentially the blueprint. Maybe go ahead and make some slight adjustments because of the fact that because it is the fan side of the storyline, the extended universe kind of thing. Because there's that fan side of things, you may have had to go ahead and adjust a couple things that didn't make sense consistency wise. But for the most part, a lot of authors who wrote the extended universe series of Star Wars books, they ran off one another. Like if there was some useful information from like somebody who was introduced in another book, they used that in the further books going forward. There was like a few instances where that didn't happen, and you had things that kind of crossed over, which didn't make a whole lot of sense. Like for instance, Ben Skywalker was not Ben Solo. Ben Skywalker was Luke's son. Han and Leia did have kids. They had 3 kids. They had I can't remember the oldest son's name. They had a daughter, and their youngest son they named Anakin. So, and the funny thing is that the eldest son, much like what happened with Ben Solo, sorry, spoiler alert, chat. Just fair warning, spoiler alerts all around. For the books and for the movies. If you've not seen the the sequels. Again, fair warning, spoiler alert. Um, but yeah, much like how Ben Solo turned to the dark side, the Solo's eldest did turn to the dark side, and was not brought back by Anakin. I'm sorry, it was brought back by his sister. If memory serves me right, it's been a while since I've read the synopsis of the stories. I've not actually gone through and read them yet, but I've got them. So, it's just one of those things I do want to get to them eventually. So, and who knows? Now that I get kiddos, and more and more that they want me to go ahead and stay upstairs with them, maybe I'll go ahead and take a moment out of my time to load up one of the books and I'll read it. And being able to read in the dark, it is an even better thing. So, yeah. There was a couple other I wouldn't say new things, but a couple other things I've been jumping. I wouldn't say jumping through. What's the word I'm looking for here? Talking to myself about. Couple new upgrades I'm thinking about doing. Number one, I've talked about going ahead and getting another table for over here, and that's going to end up being my craft table. I've unfortunately got to go ahead and move my tower that I've got here, which used to hold all my previous game systems. Now it's become kind of a junk tower. It still holds a couple game systems, but I need to get rid of it, get it out of the way, and I want to go ahead and get a desk that's a standing desk, one that you can power up and hit a button to raise it up and raise it and lower it down. I want to use that as my crafting table, so that way I stop using this, and I can actually just stand and do my crafts, or I can sit down, and actually have the camera on the table and not like in my crotch area. not that I don't mind you guys looking down there. No, I'm kidding. I do mind you guys looking down there. I'm sure it feels kind of creepy on your guys' part too. So it's something I want to go ahead and kind of do is get that, and then try to go ahead and work on setting up that. In order to do that, though, I got a whole bunch of cleaning over here I got to do. So there might be, at the very least, if I don't end up going ahead and getting it done in the next 2 weekends, this weekend or next, I'm aiming to do this all on Labor Day if I don't have any other plans coming up. But I definitely I'm planning on, if I don't get this done, like I said, the next 2 weekends, then after September, going into October, I may take a little bit of time off, like a couple days off, just to go ahead and go through here, get this stuff cleaned up, get it organized, and get myself ready, so that way I can actually get a table, get it here, and get it set up. So yeah, some fun things to think about. So yeah, we got there's that that I've got planned. More still to come on all of that as well. So that's something I need to do. I'm thinking about maybe going ahead and get a rack so I can put some of the other stuff onto. Like there's some stuff I want to go ahead and obviously I want to keep, because it's going to be useful for me to keep that stuff when it comes time to, when I've decided that it's finally time to go ahead and sell this house and get the hell out. I want to be able to go ahead and have things at the ready to pack things up and have it be in its original box, so that way it's just a matter of, here it's ready to roll. It's protected. I know it's going to stay safe as we move it. So, But yeah, there's some other things over here that I need to go ahead and just I need to get it organized. So so yes, that's got to be something I'm going to be working on. I think in over the next 2 weeks. And again, if not in the next 2 weeks, then it's going to be after September. We'll take a couple days off of streaming to get that done. So, but there we go. Yeah. Oh, I guess I could do this. You guys wanted to see I've gone ahead and, like I said, I added the new I'm hoping this actually works. But here we go. Like for instance, this is what's gonna happen when we get at least anywhere from 1 to 9 bits. Sticking with the Metroid theme. Just until I can go ahead and come up with something else, right? So the Metroid theme has been working for me so far, and that's what we're gonna keep on doing. For each different one that we do, it'll or for every time that we step up in the bits, it'll do a new thing. So yeah. All right, so chat. And I think what we'll do next Thursday is I will work on coming up with ideas. Well, actually, I know what we'll do. We'll go ahead and work on the sub badges. We'll get those updated. I know I've been wanting to go ahead and do that for a while. And I think what we'll do is we'll go from like black picks to maybe say white picks. Actually, you know what? No, we'll go with like green picks. Yeah, we'll like a light green pick, maybe a blue pick, a red pick, and then we'll vert back over to the black pick, but with a silver outline, or maybe a bronze outline. And then do the same thing with the other 3 colors, and then silver outline, and then a gold outline. And we'll do that for each variation that we have. Excuse me. So yeah, those are some ideas that I got running through my head. Some improvements that I want to go ahead and make for the stream. So we just have that in our back pocket. Oh man. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and get started on the craft and stuff. Forgot to go ahead and check and see where everything was at here. That's what I figured. Okay. Yeah. Oh man, this thing is all out of whack today. The hell? Hold on, chat. Let me get this thing fixed here. That's a bit better. Okay. Scoot in here so that way, again, I'm not, you guys are just kind of. Oh, you bugger. Why are you? I guess I can go ahead and put it there. This over here. Maybe there. That'll work. Yeah, that'll be fine. That's fine. It's perfectly fine, chat. All right. Okay. Should be good right there. All right, here we go, chat. When we last left off, chat, we were on our way back through. We were on our way back through the row that we had just done. I know that a buddy of mine is playing a concert known as Soberfest. This is a kind of a celebration for those in the Central Ohio area to come together and celebrate their sobriety. Um, you know, a lot of folks who have who've gone through alcohol or drug addiction and have come out on the other side, still on this side of the ground, is an amazing feat in and of itself. And again, they're just there to pretty much go ahead and do what they can to celebrate that sobriety, to help others who may be struggling, welcome new folks who've just gone ahead and turned over a new leaf. I just enjoy each other's time and company, and have fun with music and whatnot. So. Now, outside of that, I'm not sure what else we have planned. I think there was talks about the Munchkins staying the night at in-laws. But I'm not 100% sure about what all is going on there. From the sounds of it, it sounded like everything was just still in talk. So we'll see what comes up on the calendar. What is going on with this crap? And it's adjusting the size of. Where is that? There it is. Go. Rock Otter, did you see the new bit animation that I created? Oh, I was saying earlier, Brock, that that if I decide to go ahead and get up off my butt, I might go ahead and do some cleaning around here to get ready for the possible purchase of a new table that I'll be using as my crafting table. Don't believe you did? All right, here. I'll go ahead and share that to you. This is what's gonna happen if we get anywhere from 1 to 9 bits. At least this is how it should be. And then if we were to get 100 bits or more, I'm sorry, 1 to 99 bits. I'm sorry, 1 to 99 bits. Here's what happens if we get 100 bits or more. We're sticking with that Metroid theme, as you can see. Here's 1,000 bits. Here's 5,000 bits. Here's 10,000 bits. And finally, if someone was so brave enough to do so, the 100,000 bits. So there we go. Those are all the new bit animations that we have running straight from a streaming software. It took me 2 streams. I started doing it with one with the bit the 3D versions of the bits that were available here in Polypop, and I realized that I had already taken the liberty of going through and finding the animated bits in a GIF format. So all I needed to do was load them here into Polypop, change the background to something a little more flattering, that it didn't clash with their existing color. Those situations. Okay, hold on. Can't get the thing through. Need another one. Oh, no, that's where I just came. Oops, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, that's not where I want to be. I want to be down here. That's better looking. Okay. Let me go ahead and put this other one back here real quick before I go and forget and end up trying to grab a hold of it and end up poking myself. I have to go get another band-aid or something. Love the music, yeah. Like I said, it's all from the Metroid series. So yeah, we have the Samus enters, um, or the Samus Aran fanfare that plays for every time that we get a follow, um, and something similar for when we get subs. So I figured, you know what? Why not? We'll go ahead and use that for our bits. Zero's birthday today? Nice. I don't think that I did know that. If you're over there in his channel, please tell him I said happy birthday. Oh, a couple other things I wanted to discuss, and I gotta say thanks to Skybeat for this one. Skybeat posted in our Discord a link to um, to embroidery floss thread, whatever you want to call it, like what we're using right here, that glows in the dark, or is at the very least blacklight reactive. And I'm like, oh, that looks so sick. I wanted so badly to go ahead and see if I can't find some, so we can try to do some, maybe some St. Jude or some Starlight logos, um, as a possible giveaway item in the future. That is, we're starting to get a little low on the thread that we're working with right now, chat. So we may have to go ahead and swap out here in just a minute. Might do that before we get to the end of the row. Yeah, let me go ahead and do that now. Now, if I understand correctly, the DMC version, I think it is, of the uh, glow in the dark slash blacklight reactive um, thread, I think that might be thicker, kind of like your satin moss. So we'll kind of see how that all plays out. But yeah, I think it's gonna be kind of fun to play around with that. We have two. Got two. Okay. Oh, I got saw Darkstar over in whose channel was that I saw him in? Was that was that Rusty's channel? Yeah, I think it might have been Rusty's channel. Darkstar was saying Darkstar was the guy who worked with Steve back in the food truck in Cleveland. He said that he's left Smoke and Rock and Roll now. It's been I think he said it's been a few weeks to a few months now when he left, and I guess he and Todd, as funny as that sounds, are gonna go ahead and open up a restaurant together. So it sounds kind of like that Todd is even kind of done with the whole way the things that were the way the things were being ran at Smoke and Rock and Roll. So he may still be partners. I'm not sure. I hadn't found out anything, but still. Be kind of cool though. See Darkstar kind of pick up where Steve left off and start streaming from the new place. Maybe we can go ahead and bring back the FOT emotes. That's of course assuming that the Darkstar wants to even go ahead and go that route. Loop stitch this sucker in here. In. Do this one more time. All right, let me go ahead and cut that access off real quick. Who's that, Rusty? I don't remember seeing him live. But that really doesn't mean much of anything because I pay attention to about as much as others when it comes to following somebody and then not having like notifications turned on. So Yeah, I don't remember if he was live or not, but I was referring to like what seeing Darkstar and Rusty's channel on Wednesday. I think it was is what it was. Was what it was. Was what it was. Yeah, no. I saw him. I saw Darkstar in Rusty's channel, and he was talking about how he's hasn't been in the food truck for a little while now, um, and how apparently he and Todd are in talks to open up a restaurant. Yeah, and like I said, if Dark decides that he wants to start streaming from there, then like I said, maybe we can bring back the FOTs. Todd's got to be missing that. He knows they came from a place of love. I remember when the family and I, as well as Norgan and his family, went up to the food trucks, and I actually got to tell Todd FOT to his face. That was hilarious. He's like, ah. It's like, you're lucky you're paying customers. I told him, I'm sorry, I had to. He's like, no, I get it. It all comes from a place of love, and I appreciate you guys for that. All right, half of that row's done. Now we're on the rebound. What, the FOTs? And the FOT, and they just went by the wayside. Yeah, I think what it was is that Steve said, you know what, I'm not working there anymore. There's really no reason for me to have the FOTs. So I'm pretty sure he just went ahead and said, I'm done with him. So just looking through here to see if I can find anything. Downside is that this thing sucks. Yeah, it doesn't even look like that he's got him on what is it called? Oh, doggone it. The, oh. Why am I blanking on the name of the thing? Oh, Better Twitch TV emotes. That's what it is. Yeah, but then again, they may have been channel specific too, so, meaning that channel has to be live, or you have to be on his channel in order to be able to see those. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that he just said, you know what, I'm done with all things Todd and Billy, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put that behind me, and we're gonna get rid of the emote. I'm wondering how long it'll be though before we see, and this is no offense to Krem, but I'm wondering how long we're gonna see an FOC. I'm very happy though that they got the big trailer back. Sucks that the drunk driver's insurance company was going to try to auction the damn thing off, and wanted to steal things from it too. I would have straight up told him, no, you're not taking the trailer to your own little impound lot or whatever. No, that shit's coming home with us. So you want to go ahead and send an adjuster to figure out to do an estimate? Be our guest to come on over. But we've got shit in here that we need to unload. There's food that if the food's still good, we got to try to go ahead and get that get that to someone who can use it or eat it ourselves. We got to clean everything, put everything back in place. So no, you're not taking that with you, but you know. The insurance company insisted, and then tried to screw them over. And I personally, I really hope that Krem's and Steve's lawyer is gonna go after them, take them for everything that they have. Take that insurance company for everything they have, you know, because honestly, it sounded like a scam insurance company to begin with. Telling Krem and Steve that they don't have any money to pay for the damages or their lost wages and whatnot. That's bullshit. What do you think the insurance companies are for? You pay money into them in order to be paid to pay the people who are in an accident, or the repairs to their car, or to the or you know, to their business, or lost wages, or all that shit, you know. And when you don't do that, you lose out on the core reason as to why you're even in the business to begin with. Except all you're doing is there to take money from the people that you're trying to scam. And I'm sorry, that ain't how it flies. Yeah, they got it back like 2 weeks ago. I could have swore you were just in there the other day. weren't paying attention. Jeezy wee. Listen, Linda. I know, bud. You were probably playing for the fork knife and couldn't focus on 5 different things at once. I get it. Still gotta razz you. By the way, I want to go ahead and for anybody who was here yesterday, I want to go ahead and apologize. You know, we had a very spirited conversation happening yesterday, between myself, Norgy, FTK, and Norgy's brother, Stealth. Um, a lot of subjects that I don't feel comfortable talking about in some cases, and in other cases, I'm like, you know what? Fine, you want to go ahead and talk about this stuff. I really didn't want to talk about this stuff, but let's go ahead and talk about this stuff. You know, and you know, they got on a tirade about one thing, and it rolled into another thing, and rolled into another thing. So I just want to go ahead and say, for anyone who felt uncomfortable yesterday, I'm so sorry. We try to avoid those conversations as much as humanly possible. At the same time, when something really up happens, I'm gonna call it out. I'm gonna use this platform to do exactly what it needs to be done, and that is to call out those in power and put them in check. You know, I'm not a journalist. I don't have a press pass or anything like that. But while I have broadcast capabilities and a voice of my own, you know, I'm going to call out the BS when I see it. You know, right now we've got so many things going on. We're still waiting for the Epstein files to be released. Good old Golden Boy in there is dragging his feet on that. And at the same time, he's in the middle of dying. But I mean, all right, there we go. That row's done. We're almost done with this top section here. And then on top of that, you got other BS that's happening in the you know, and it's there's just so much going on. But you know, it started all off with the talking about the mass loss of life up in Wisconsin, and it just kind of snowballed from there. Once I get this road done, I'll take a break. I'll go find out from the wife what what we got planned for this weekend, so that way I can get a better understanding of what I'm gonna, how much time I can spend on cleaning down here. For the most part, and I say for the most part because you know, they've had their first week of school. We got homework that's going to be starting next week for the eldest. The youngest, you know, she just started kindergarten, so no homework going on there as far as I know. But overall, you know, haven't been hearing anything from the kindergarten teacher about the youngest, you know, having any problems with the kids, so that's a good thing. But we'll kind of see how everything plays out. I gotta sneeze. Oh man, excuse me. Oh man, so yeah, it's like I was saying. So we got the Tangia going on right now. You can cheer bits, or you can donate to the cause. There's a link just above where Brock said, "Oh, did they get it back?" But you can use that link up there to still donate to our charity, which is again Starlight Children's Foundation. Every dollar counts. Doesn't matter if it's $1, $5, or $10. If you can donate something, we do appreciate you doing so. But if you use that link above, you can get something in return, and that is, in this case, coins. Similar to like the coins you can use on crowd control. These coins will be for Tangia, and you'll be able to go ahead and interact with the stream using those coins, or I should say, interact with the Tangia extension using those coins. But should you decide that you're going to go ahead and use bits, you know, it's greatly appreciated. In the future, we'll go ahead and add in some channel point redemptions. I think right now I'm only able to get one channel point redemption per because of just joining and only having a level 1 status. Also, chat, don't forget, September is now technically, I think, officially started. Double check here. September started actual? Let's see. It doesn't say. Oh yeah, I completely forgot. Chat. It is our affiliate anniversary. Happy affiliate anniversary. I did. Yeah, I saw that. GG's to them. Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, so September is now... Yeah, it's live right now. September is live. You can get 30% off on new subs until October 1st at 10 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Terms may apply. This is presented by Valorant Champions. So if you guys want to go ahead and help out the cause even further, subbing to the channel or donating or gifting subs to others is always greatly appreciated. So I do have a feeling I'm gonna have to go get I'm gonna have to go talk to an eye doctor here soon. I've been noticing with this eye over here, I've been noticing a best way I can describe it is kind of a ghosting, if that kind of makes sense. So it's like my vision on this eye is split. I see an image here, and then I see another image kind of on top of it, but slightly down from where the image over here is, and it's just through this one eye. Now over on this eye, I don't think that has been too big of an issue. Most of its problem, if I see any kind of ghosting there, it's all usually well, I guess I do have a little bit of an issue with that. Like right here, perfectly fine. I had to take my glasses off for a minute so I can look straight ahead. So right now, if I'm looking straight ahead, I see the ghost of where's this head charger here. I see a ghost of it. It drops down and then it kind of glides itself back up. It drops down and then it kind of glides itself back up. So it doesn't happen. It's not happening all the time. And also, if I like I said, if I look right here, perfect. Looking right at this right now, I have no. Hold on. There we go. I have no ghosting right now. Everything seems to be perfectly fine with the way I'm looking right now. So I'm not sure why that's happening, but I have as far it might very well be like cataracts. I don't know, but I'm gonna have to talk to the doctor about it. Explain to them like, look, I play video games. I do a lot of graphics, graphic stuff on the computer. You know, I'm on the computer most of the time, anyways. And then on top of that, you know, I'm starting to do these arts and crafts, and I want to be able to see what the heck I'm doing instead of going through and trying to accidentally poke myself. Give me a second here, Chad. I'm just cleaning out my nose pads after I just clean my glasses. That cloth doesn't get to everything, or I should say, it does get to everything. It's just unfortunately, my nose pads themselves are already trying to come loose from their fittings. I gotta try to make these things last, because I don't get free glasses anymore, chat. Just get free glasses all the time. Honestly, I think what they should have done is they should have gone ahead and my previous job. I think what they should have done is I think they should have given all of us that they laid off. They should have gone ahead and said, you know what, this is a kind of a drop in the bucket for us. So we're not going to go ahead and miss out on this money. We will be more than happy to go ahead and provide you and or your loved ones. We'll continue to provide you with one free pair of glasses each year should you need them. We'll continue to provide you with coupons and whatnot that you can go to. You can go to one of our stores to get that stuff, or to get your free pair. And that would have been great. That would have been a heck of a cost saver. I would still need the insurance and whatnot, you know. Like they could go ahead and say, look, you can either go ahead and get a free pair of glasses, or you can go ahead and get a free eye exam. You take your pick, kind of thing. So that's where I'm kind of at with that whole thing. Because that's something that they used to do for us all the time. You get your free exam and a free pair of glasses. And let me tell you, if I didn't need new glasses, I went ahead and used those coupons for my daughter. I used those coupons for my mom. I used those coupons for my grandmother. And they've been wonderful.
smile for the camera. Just a girl next door, she's every man's dream. Hey little lover, got a secret to tell ya. I fell in love with you through my computer screen.
Excuse me, chat. All right.
Doll against the wall, I'll make you scream. My phone and hold your throat, this is my love. Losing control over my hair machine. Could you believe it? Could you believe you're
Excuse me. All right, chat. We're almost done with this row here. Right, chat. We are almost done with this row here. Got 3 or 4 more stitches to do. And I'm gonna take a little break. Get up, stretch the back real quick. I would suggest that if you guys have been sitting around for a little while that you do the same. Having a stiff back is no bueno. Come on now. Perfect. All right, chat. We go ahead and stop that right there for a moment. Look at that. Look how much we've gotten done. We just pretty much went ahead and blew through like 2 or 3 lines, or at least 2.5 lines. So not bad. We're doing pretty good. We're making good time. We'll go ahead and get these 2 rows done when I get back, and then we'll figure out the best way to move forward. I'm gonna probably just end up having to go ahead and move back to that point, kind of like what I did above. Yeah, not really sure exactly how we're gonna do that, but we'll figure that out. All right, chat. So if you guys can, hang tight. Don't go away. We'll be right back in just a few short minutes. Appreciate you. Chat, welcome back from the break there. I appreciate you. We're gonna. I just need another moment here. So while I'm doing a couple things, please watch this wonderful video about our charity and why we're doing what we do. And we'll be back in just a few short minutes.
Why do you have so many stickers?
Because I've been good at the hospital.
Finn was born with congenital heart disease. Now he is up to 18 procedures, so we are frequent visitors of the hospital. The journey emotionally with Finn has just been really, really tough, but the things that have been able to get me through it are the support and donations through the Starlight Children's Foundation. When Finn was in the hospital, instead of a bed, he was able to sleep in a radio flyer wagon supplied by Starlight for 5 solid weeks. The Starlight Children's Foundation is able to give him the opportunity to be a normal kid, and we celebrate in every single one of those moments.
And there we go, Chad. So that was Finn. You heard his story there. Finn, while Finn's story is a little bit different than what we're raising awareness for, it is still good to know that that Finn, who was suffering from congenital heart failure, was still able to go ahead and enjoy the same things that all the other kids who go to Starlight hospitals for things like cancer treatments and whatnot, that he still gets to experience the ability to still be a kid while he's in the hospital, and that is that's something we want for all the kids, no matter if they're going in for a heart failure, or if they're going in for cancer treatments, or if they're going in for a broken collarbone, whatever, right? We want those kids to be able to have fun. So it can shorten it can allow them to not focus on why they're in there in the first place. They can heal faster, get out of there a lot quicker, and reduce the cost of care for the parents. So if you guys would like to help out, again, !donate, follow the link over to Tiltify and donate today. You can also use the Tangia charity dono. I really need to update that to a different command, or a shorter command. And the reason why I put that one in there is because we have Tangia now available on the channel. We just activated that one on Wednesday or Thursday. I can't remember exactly which. Thursday, I think it was. Yesterday. And Tangia now has a Tiltify integration, very much like crowd control. So if, but the difference is unfortunately, Tangia hasn't gone ahead and set up a donate button within their extension. Sorry, they haven't gone ahead and set up a donate button within the extension, so we got to use this link right here, which connects our Tiltify campaign to our Tangia campaign, or to our Tangia account, and that allows for the two to interact with each other. Now, when you use that donation link right there, instead of using bits to spawn a sound effect, or an on-screen visual, or whatever have you, you can use the coins that you get from donating to the cause. I'm not sure how many coins you get, but it is something to look into. So if you want to help out, there you go. That's the link right there. Let's see here. What is on the next agenda? Oh yeah, I gotta put music back on. That's what we gotta do. If you guys are just joining us, welcome in. If this is your first time here, my name is Seamus Rockstar. We play a bunch of different video games. We do a little bit of arts and crafts. And from time to time, we tend to sit down and just have a little chat. It's very rare that we ever do that, but from time to time, we may decide that it may be necessary to do. But again, we've got we're a charity-based channel, And for everything that we do here, everything, any kind of monetary gains that we get from either subs, bits, or if you decide to go to our merch store, any kind of money that I get from you guys, if taxes have already been taken out, the full amount that I get from those places gets donated to whatever campaign that we're running at the time of payout. If they don't take out taxes, then I'll be transparent with you guys, show you how much I got. We'll do the math together to show how much I'm going to hold back for tax purposes, and then donate the rest. And I'll make sure that I keep a running tally, so if I need to, I have that information on hand to say, okay, I have that money onto the side, so in case I need to go ahead and pay the government whatever it is that's owed to them, they can get paid. So yeah, and for whatever reason if we don't hit that magic number that makes us pay the government, then that money that we held back gets to be donated at a later time. Again, to whatever campaign may be running at the time, which may very well be the Starlight Mario Day campaign. Who knows? We'll see what happens, but but yeah, so there's that. We were talking earlier about how I'm looking into making a couple changes here to the stream. We've already had one cool thing that we've included in. I don't know if you guys got to see this yet or not, but we've added some new bit animations. So whenever you guys donate anywhere from 1 to 99 bits, you get this animation. And then there's the 100 bits version, which looks like this. And then we just kind of go up the chain, and as you can hear, we're keeping with our Metroid theme. Every time that we get a sub, we've been having that sound effect of the sound effect of having of Samus Aran appear on screen, the entrance fanfare for Samus. Our subs have always been so far the Metroid Prime version of those same sounds that we were just hearing, which is the item acquired. I figure we'll go ahead and do the same thing for the bits, but we'll go ahead and we'll show the different sound effects for the different games. So we'll keep the Prime on the subs, and because that kind of makes sense, right? Yeah, Metroid Prime. If someone subs with Prime, there you go, right? See, you see where the mind's going there, Chad? So yeah, the other cool thing is, like I said, so we've got that added in now. So we've got all those, and then I think another idea that I just had in my head is I think I want to go ahead and change up the sound effect for our raids. I might change that, and then this is again just kind of a new placeholder until I can figure out something else. But I think I want to go ahead and make the sound effect for the raids. I think I want to go ahead and make that the Ridley the boss theme for Ridley on Metroid. I think that might be an interesting change of pace. And who knows, maybe we can even go ahead and make it kind of random. Haven't figured out exactly how that's going to work out, but I have an idea in my head about how it could work out. Like I don't know if there's a way to get it all figured out within Polypop. It's gonna take a little bit of effort, I think, on my part, to try to do it without the use of something like a streamer.bot or whatever have you. So yeah, some things that we'll look into. But yeah, so there's that. I was also talking earlier about doing some cleaning and getting some stuff out of the way, um, and getting some things organized, and then I've got a tower that's right here. It used to be my gaming tower, had all my game systems on it. Um, I'm thinking about going ahead and moving it out of the way, tearing it down, and storing the stuff that was there on it in a different place. With minus, of course, the my sorting cabinet that I have for all my embroidery floss. Um, that will end up going ahead and being moved to the new table that I'm planning on going ahead and getting, and we'll end up using it as our new as our new crafting table, or it will also double as a secondary gaming table for any of my friends who decide to bring over their systems and monitors and whatnot. They'll have all that right there ready to roll. So yeah, so there's a lot of things that I got planned for the stream, and we'll kind of get there. So just kind of catching all you guys up on what's going on. We are currently working right now on a cross stitch project for my eldest. This is Rainbow Heart Bear. Rainbow Heart Bear was created for the 30th anniversary of Care Bears, and a lot of couples who've gone through miscarriages, and then who have another pregnancy that ends up going full term and in actual having that pregnancy resulting in an actual birth of the baby. That baby is then known as a rainbow baby, and like I said, a lot of couples and a lot of friends of those couples have really kind of gravitated around this specific character as a representation of that very thing. Outside of that, calling those little ones Skittles and whatnot too. So there's that. But no, since she was born, we've had this character. So we are I'm going forward here with making this for her. And my plan is to sprinkle in some thread that actually has a bit of twinkle to it. Because very much like its stuffy counterpart, the actual Care Bear that we have sitting upstairs actually does have sparkles in its fur. So I thought, you know what? If I can go ahead and pull that off with this, it'd be great. I do have another one of these planned for my youngest, and even my wife, if I can go ahead and get that one done. The one for my youngest is gonna be a little easier because it's not gonna have a whole lot of highlights and lowlights. It's just a single color, flat image, if you will. But that one is going to be of Trigger Sweet Bear. And my wife, it has always been a fan of Good Luck Bear. So we'll probably go with that one. Okay. Yeah. I want to double check and see. Did I miss anything while I was away? Oh, Exotic Kitty, thank you for the follow. I'm gonna replay that. Maybe I'll replay that. Don't get back here. Why is it? What the heck is going on here? Why is it ticking off on the countdown? What the heck is going on right now? Hold on a second. Event history, what are you doing to me? What the heck is going on over here? Enable all, disable all. That is weird. That was really weird, chat. I'm gonna have to go in and take a look at my buttons and whatnot. Apparently, I must have got a button that goes in and deactivates some things and reactivates other things, and so I am sorry if that did not play. I might be able to go ahead and get that. Hold on, let's see. Oh, no. No, that's not it. Here you go. Just follow there. Okay. There it is. There's that. And then we can go ahead and pull this one. And do that. And we can even go ahead and play the sound. See? There we go. So again, thank you very much, Exotic Kitty, for the follow. I appreciate you. Welcome in. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go in and I'm gonna have to re-enable all the things I want to have re-enabled and tell this thing that we don't want to deactivate and reactivate things, and we'll worry about that later. Well, I'm not streaming. I love how things break in the middle of stream. And you gotta try to figure out why it broke in the first place. It's okay, it's fine. Fine, chat. But again, if you guys can help out with the campaign, it is greatly appreciated. We try to do what we can here to help out kids who don't deserve to be sick and stuck in a hospital, especially in times like, you know, going back to school or during Christmas, you know, or on important days like Mario Day. Like, who wants to be stuck in the hospital on Mario Day? I want to be home. I want to be home playing Mario games on Mario Day. Yeah, that's just me, but you know. All right, that is half of that row done. We're now going to go ahead and move into the next phase of this row, which is the other half. Thrilling, ain't it? Right. Chat, what do you guys got planned for the weekend? It's a long weekend at that. I'm planning on cleaning. At least that, again, that's the plan. Whether the plan actually is executed or not, that's a whole other story. say though that I am enjoying the fact that this is actually working pretty well right now. We are getting through this as quick as we can. Yeah, all the new stuff, chat, all the upcoming stuff. Oh, I didn't even talk about this yet. Well, I don't need it yet. I am going to need to upgrade I'm gonna have to upgrade the PC at some point here soon.
She'll never come around until the day she dies. She's sweet on the outside and sour to the core. You can't help but coming back for more. She's straight from heaven just to put you right through hell. And now you're in too deep.
Okay. That row is fully done. Say we go ahead and we get this row started and done. And then we can go ahead and jump down here to get this row. Now, we're going to start running into problems as far as where we go. So here's where we are right now. We can go forward and back, get all that done. This may be one of those ones where it might be better to start from this side and work that way and then back. Or this is going to be one of those ones that's just going to drive me bonkers. My thought would be this. Like, if I was to go do all of these to where once I let me go ahead and do this. Let me go ahead and switch over to main scene for just a moment. if I was to go ahead, here's where we are, where we're talking about right now, chat. We're right about here. Okay. My problem's gonna be, oh, did I? Once again, another little screw up. It's fine. It's fine, chat. It's fine. We're gonna make it work. Anyways, so my thought is this: the way that I've got it right now, I'm thinking about going ahead and doing all of these one by one, and then when we get to here, start from here and go this way. Now, that row there is going to be quick and easy. Forward, back, done. It's the row down, which is where this row technically comes in. Because again, I screwed up and I dropped this down a whole spot when I didn't need to. Oops. When I get to here, skipping these 5, doing these 3 forward and back, and then skipping again, finishing up that row. And then from here, this is where things are going to get kind of wild. I think my best bet in this case, to try and save as much as I can, might be to go through and do this half, skip these 2, do half of that one, skip these 3, do these 2 halves. Then when I go to skip again, instead of skipping all the way over and doing these 3, skip these 2, come out here, or not skip these 2, but skip these 3 and stop here. Drop down and do these ones in halves, then skip 5. Do half of this one. Try and get ourselves back over here so we can do this one in full. Then do these 2 forward and back. And hopefully be able to drop back down to do the other half. Oh, wait, no. I take that back. Do this one and this one in full. This one in half. Drop down. Do these in half, forward and back. Oh no, I'm gonna have to go ahead and do that one in full too, now that I'm thinking about it. So full, drop down, halves forward and back. Then we can go ahead and complete that half, skip the 5, do these 5 again, the other half of these 5, then jump back up here, hopefully, if I did things right. Complete these 2. That one, you know what? No, that's gonna be too complicated. We'll do that entire row there. Then on this row, we'll go ahead and do these, skip those 5, do those 3, and then back. This one, I think our best bet here is just going to be to go ahead and do these in full, all the way across. And then skip these 2, do that one in full, skip these 3, do those 2 in full. We'll still go ahead and actually, no, we'll go ahead and skip this entire thing here, do these 3 or more, depending on however many I have over there on that side. But do those 3 or 5 or whatever have you in full, and then I can go ahead and skip down here to this side. And then we're going to go ahead and do the same thing here. We're going to do these 4 in full, skip these 5 in full, skip these 4, those 3 in full, skip these 3, that one in full, skip those 2, and all these in full. And then we'll come back to here. And here we can go back to doing our half stitches, skipping that one, doing those 2, skipping those 3, doing the rest of all that. And then back again. So, yeah, I think that's our best bet. So let's do this. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna keep on keeping here. Thank you guys for listening to my rambling. Sometimes it helps me talk it out, so I know which path I'm gonna take. As long as you have a good path. Ah, bugger.
Well, I'm on my way to somewhere. Where it is, I just don't know.
So you can see here on the back side how much different this is versus our other ones. So what we're going to be doing here, chap, is you kind of notice the up and down along with the horizontal lines here. Unlike these over here, which are just all vertical. We've got the vertical and the horizontal, which shows we're doing the English version of cross stitching, where we're completing a full cross stitch before we move forward in the piece. Now, hopefully tonight we won't run into the same problem that we had last Friday, where in with like 20 minutes remaining in the show, the entire computer decided to freeze. I'm like, really? I was almost ready to go ahead and call it a night. It's okay, it's fine. Sometimes these things happen, and we just gotta keep on keeping. see. So right now, what we're doing right, chat, is we're working on this line that you kind of see. I don't know if you can really see that or not, but we got a line that's outlined right now, and that or row I should say, and that row is something that we're going to be getting to here in a minute. Actually, we're on this row right now, where we actually are. The row that we're going to be working on next technically should be this row here, but I made a boo boo and I lowered this down by one whole row. This the three sorry, the 209 that we see here. So yeah, I goofed up there. But then again, I've goofed up quite a lot on this specific design. Um, but it's okay because how I've adjusted, um, it'll still look okay. It'll still look okay. That just means it'll be unique. Almost done with this row, and then the next row is another straightforward row back and forth, but the row below it is where I'm going to have all the fun. All right, we've got 3 more here. And then once we go ahead and we get down to the row below, I'm gonna have to cut out some more thread for us to use. Now, generally speaking, I should go right down here. Actually, I think I can still do that. Hold on. Yeah. And what we'll do is we'll do this one kind of back. Okay. This works. So now what I'll do is I'll go ahead and do this entire line forward and back in what they call Dutch style, or Danish style, excuse me. It's basically where we're doing half of a full cross stitch, so essentially a single stitch going all the way across, and then when we come back, we're gonna do the opposite stitch, this stitch, and we're gonna go back the opposite direction. And then we'll drop down that one row, and then we'll have fun trying to figure everything else out from there. Sorry, chat. Had to stretch a little bit there. Again, we wanted to go ahead and remind you guys that we're fully into the Starlight Children's Foundation Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, or at least we're about to go ahead and go full force into it. 2 days is when it technically begins, so to speak. I think they've actually gone ahead and they flipped the switch early because it's the holiday weekend, and we might as well go ahead and say it's September already. So, just remember, at the end of September, make sure to wake up Green Day. We have to wake them up when September ends. They even requested so. No, just kidding. But no, we're raising awareness for Starlight Children's Foundation. If you guys would like to help out, !donate. Follow that link over to Tiltify and donate today. There is another Tiltify link associated to our Tangia. If you didn't see this, Tangia has integrated Tiltify into their systems. So that means that if I am raising awareness for Tiltify, instead of cheering bits to play an interaction, you can instead get coins by way of donating by using that link that you see over there. Once you donate using that link over there, it'll provide you with coins that you can use on TNG, very much like what happens on crowd control. Same thing that works over on Tangia. Now, I'm not sure how many coins it is that you get for donating, but yeah. So there you go. That's a wonderful way to help out the cause and still get to troll me. You can play your favorite interaction like this one. We love this one. This one's always a fun one to play. We'll play this one. Maybe we'll play it. Maybe it'll come through. Daffy, what happened to you?
Now look,
Oh, there you are.
brother, let's have an understanding. Now what? Brother, what a way to run a railroad. Now, as I was saying...
There we go, chat. So your favorite Tangia moments that happen on other people's channels, you can still go ahead and use them right here. So again, if you want to use bits, great. All money gained from the channel through either the channel itself or through Tangia, we'll go ahead and still get donated to whatever cause we're running at the time that we get a payout. So that's the one caveat there. And as long as the payouts already have taxes taken out, we don't have to worry about holding anything back. We can go ahead and donate the full amount that we get back from through the payouts. So keep that all in mind. All right, back to this. Here we go. We are continuing on with our Rainbow Heartbear project. This is for my eldest that I'm working on here. Rainbow Heartbear is again a bear that is widely seen as a symbol of a rainbow baby. Rainbow baby, if you guys don't know, is a term used for any couple that's gone through a loss in pregnancy due to miscarriage, and then a following the follow-up pregnancy goes to full term, baby's born, everyone's happy and healthy, and thereby baby is known as a rainbow baby. And this character was created for the Care Bears' 30th anniversary, and a lot of parents and a lot of their friends who've gone through this experience generally go ahead and gravitate towards this specific character in the Care Bears as a symbol for that occasion, if you will. So we, like I said, we've had this specific bear since my little one, since my eldest was very, very little. We're gonna go ahead and do. We'll say 3 more. This one. And then this one. And one more. Now I will say that both of my daughters have now officially had an interaction with our local Starlight Children's Foundation network hospital. My eldest had to go in for 2 different things. When she was a wee bit younger, she was trying to get up on the couch one night while I was streaming and fell off the couch and broke her collarbone. I don't know how the heck she did it, but she did it. So she had to be taken to the hospital, and there wasn't much they could really do for her except put her into a sling. But while she was there, they gave her a doll to play with to kind of, help calm her down a little bit. She was still very, very hysterical about the whole thing, and she got to play with the doll. It helped calm her down. And when they were finally ready to leave, they're like, "Go ahead and take the doll with you." My wife had every intention of having her give it back, and they're like, nope, she can go ahead and take that home. Keep in mind that this was deep into right around the time that COVID hit. So like, yeah, we're okay. You don't need to go ahead and give us the toy back. But at the same time, Nationwide Children's Hospital, where she was taken to, is a Starlight Network hospital, and that kind of thing happens. So it's really cool when that does happen. Let's make sure that's yeah. So she got to have that happen, and then more recent than that, last year, right around the time that I was in the midst of getting ready to lose my my job that I'd had for almost 14 years. We we were gearing up for the final days, and my boss's last day just happened to be the day that my eldest had to be admitted into the hospital. She had an issue with her blood platelet count. We had noticed that she was starting to get she was getting bruises, and these things were looking gnarly. We're like, where the heck did you get these bruises from? Like, people are going to start asking questions, thinking that we're beating up on you or something. My mom even made that same comment. It's like, people are going to think that your parents are beating up on you. What's going on over here? Oh, come on now. Ow. That did not work the way I wanted it to. Here, yeah. Okay. So what we just did there, chat, is every strand of embroidery floss that you get from your local crafting store usually comes in a strand of, or it comes in. It's made with 6 individual strands, and the size of Ada cloth that we're using, along with the size of needle that we're using to ensure that the Ada cloth doesn't get torn or disfigured. Excuse me. Dictates how many threads you need to go ahead and actually pull out of the main part, the main skein, if you will. In this case, we're using 18 count, I believe it was. Make sure I got that right here. Yeah, we're using an 18 count Ada cloth. Requires a 28 size needle and 2 strands for stitching. See, right there. There's all that information right there. What you do is you put in the number of stitches high by the number of stitches wide, and it spits this back out for you. And this is how big your pattern's going to be, and the size of your fabric. So it pretty much gives you the exact measurements that you need to go ahead and measure out, and then you can go ahead and go from there. Now, if you're one of those people that want to go just a wee bit bigger, so that way you have a little bit of extra room for putting it into a frame, by all means. Didn't we just listen to mute? feel like we just listened to music. Maybe we didn't. Alright. I'm going to do this real quick. I'm going to go ahead and cut most of this excess off. Only because of the fact that I don't need that whole bit on there. But at the same time, it'll help with managing everything else. So what we're going to do here... Oops, you guys can't see. Hold on a second. There we go. So what we're going to go ahead and do in this case here, chat, is we are going to... we're going to look at where our thread came out at, and we're going to go back half a stitch. In this case, we're going to go back here to this spot right here. We're going to put our thread, or rather our needle, into the hole where this last stitch that we just did started at. And we're going to recreate that same stitch. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and pull this on. Oh, you bugger. Get back over there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pull this on through here while trying to hold this one in place. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and get just enough. There we go. Give ourselves just enough room. Now, it's a little bit harder for me to go ahead and do it this way because of the fact that I am left-handed, so trying to hold all this in place and do still not lose everything is always a fun matter. And there we go. What we done is we just did a loop stitch. We basically did a stitch, but we've gone ahead and looped in the old thread and the new thread, basically marrying them together. We're gonna go ahead and keep doing this for like 2 more stitches. We're also gonna try to not pierce the existing thread that's there. That can go ahead and have some devastating effects later on. Move this over here out of the way. Keep that right where it is. Hop on back over here. Sometimes, chat, you'll end up accidentally piercing the tail, the thread of the tail, if you will. If you just back your needle out enough to where you can get the thread off of the needle, you'll be golden. Ah, come on. We were doing so good, and then you had to go and do that. Didn't you? Okay, now, let me go ahead and cut off the excess here. There we go. And now we continue. Someone had asked earlier what my plans are for the weekend, and I'm like, cleaning. I've got big plans that I want to go ahead and do for the stream, and I'm trying to go through and and get my basement organized a wee bit more here, because that's where I'm at right now. I try to go ahead and get my basement organized a wee bit more, so that way I can get things moved and out of the way. Take some stuff to storage if I need to. And then I got an old gaming tower, if you will, sitting here off to the side. I want to go ahead and clean it off, get it moved and out of the way. Order a table and see what we can do about getting that table added into the stream, to where I will turn this way, and this area over here will actually be our bleh. It'll be our crafting table. Now, there is one thing I just realized I'm gonna have to do if I do that. I am gonna have to move the mic. That's not gonna be terribly hard. I'm gonna probably need to have my wife's help just a little bit. But moving the mic to a different spot isn't going to be terribly bad. But I think it will definitely mean that I'm going to have it off over here to the side instead of right here in front of me. And I like having it right in front of me so I can talk into it as I'm talking to you guys. Maybe what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to get a second mic. And go that route instead. My biggest thing, though, is I want to keep an XLR if I can. The other thing, though, is that the Go XLR, which you know the makers of the Go XLR, they're not making anymore. I don't believe. So I would need to look into an additional XLR mixer that can take more than one XLR microphone and have it plug into the Go XLR, so that way I can still use the Go XLR, but then I'll have two mics. So that way what'll essentially happen is I'll change from this scene to over here, where you'll still see this camera, but instead of being cockeyed the way it is right now, it'll be looking straight down over top of the project that we'll be working on. I'll have another camera set up so that way it'll be looking back this way, and I'll have another mic that's sitting there to where, you know, like I said, if I switch over, I can still have that going. Now, and then from there, on my end of things, I can just hit a button on the Go XLR, or on the other XLR mixer, and swap the mics. And just kind of essentially hot swap. So quite a bit of change coming. Now, if I can go ahead and pull it off, where we can just go ahead and do the one mic, then, you know, okay, great. I mean, it's gonna have to be that way for a while, anyways. but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. We'll definitely cross that bridge when we come to it. Let's see. There we go. So yeah, like I said, this Sunday is a little event that's happening in and around the Central Ohio area called Soberfest. Um, and a buddy of mine has been clean for about 5 years now. Um, he got into kind of a bad way. Uh, he's always had always had his his addictions. And there's a thing that happened. We my wife and I unfortunately were privy to be there when it happened. But we were at a bar, and there was someone who decided that they were going to start a fight and ended up taking 2 lives, almost a third. And that being my buddy, and who you're hearing singing right now. He he lost 2 good friends that day. The community, our local rock scene community, lost 2 brothers. But that really screwed with him. He kind of spiraled after that. There's a lot of things happening in his personal life that unfortunately kind of helped also bring him to the point of where he was. And I guess he got really bad off, and after his divorce, and then finding his new love, that kind of put him back onto the right track. She's really done a good job of helping him overcome his demons. While I'm definitely not a person who prescribes to a faith, if you will. At least not not in the full sense. Like I celebrate Christmas, if that if that means anything. But and that's about as close as I come to being a church going person. And I'm not saying that anybody who decides that they want to go to church is bad. Don't get me wrong there. It is. There's a line in a song from a band known as I just had the name there and I just lost it for the life of me. Nightwish. one of their songs, there's a line that says, "Our creed is but for ourselves." It's not meant. I mean, yeah, you can share it, but it is not meant to be. It's not meant to be shared to the point of where you're shoving it down other people's throats. Is what it essentially boils down to. And so, and I'll explain more about why that resonates with me. But just know that, yeah, that's how I kind of see religion in general. Like it's good for you. That's great. Do it. I'm gonna stand over here and hold that religion and kind of just see how things play out. But anyways, so like I said, he definitely seems to have his head back on his shoulders. He's doing a lot to try and make amends to those who he's wronged over the years. He's doing what he can to help others in their journey. And one of the things that he said most recently that I remember him saying is that, if you're ever in doubt and you fall off that wagon, there's always another day one. As long as you remember that, as long as you remember that, yo, Brock, what do you mean what's going on with the stream? What's up? Oh, no. Oh, no. Thank you so much, Brock, for pointing that out. I'm sorry if anybody can't see what's going on right now. I got a black screen. I don't know when it did that, how long ago it did that, but let me do this. I'm gonna stop and restart the stream. It'll take literally 3 seconds. Okay, maybe 6 tops. Be right back.